Morning. Leaving Fort Hancock. I stayed at that church over there. The police came by around 9:30. Never seen somebody camping there apparently, even though the lady in City Hall said bikers camp there all the time. So, anyways, it wasn't really an issue. Just sort of gave them my ID. They checked it out, and yeah, had a peaceful night's sleep. So on the road again. I've got maybe 73 miles. It's a little longer today. The interstate some. It's gonna be kind of a weird path. So see how that goes. Horse does not look behind fence. Ouch. Sorry to scare you, bro. This cow got outside the pen. I don't spook it too much. Rolling into the last spot for water, food, I think, for a little bit, maybe 20 miles or so. Looks like I'm going on Interstate 10 for a little bit, maybe 2-3 miles. Then there's supposed to be a dirt road off to the side. I'm supposed to go off of that, so. Yeah, and about 20 miles to the next town. I'm guessing I'm gonna have this whole thing for myself. Quite a while, not the whole way. It's about 12:30. I was gonna go down this mountain for lunch, but there's nothing here yet. Back on the road, had lunch and sunscreen. Hopefully I'll have a downhill. I got a lot of headwind, so I have about 40 miles to go. And at some point, I'll change to Central Time, I think. There we go. Looks like I got 35 miles of headwind to go. So I'm on an empty road. I'm just gonna rock out. Listen to some Tool. Actually see that screen. I just took a little break. Got maybe 10 miles. A little bit uphill, but down. Headwind. It's brutal. Yeah, I'm gonna get on I-10. For most of the rest of the ride. So I'm hoping. I think I got about 2 hours before dark, so I should be fine to get to the campground. I'm hoping to get to like a grocery store or something, either tonight or tomorrow morning. Maybe the campground will have something. Yeah. Finally made to Van Horn. 7 hours and 52 minutes on the bike. Still have a little bit to go to get to the campsite. It's been a long day. I think it's been the longest day so far. All headwind. Tomorrow I got a long day too. Hopefully the wind will be in my favor. Morning. It is cold. Got like pants on, 2 sweatshirts, another shirt, 2 pairs of gloves. I'm leaving Van Horn. I'm heading to Marfa, which is 73 miles according to Google Maps, and there's nothing in between. There might be a few houses, like there's just nothing. So I've got a whole bunch of water, and I've got plenty of food. So I'm hoping it warms up quickly, but I don't think it will. This is probably the slowest day for it to warm up. Usually it warms up pretty fast, but today looks like it's going to be really slow. So, anyways, I'm hoping for no headwind, so it doesn't take me all day like yesterday. I would stop and do some of those stationary shots, but how yesterday went, I'm really worried that I won't make it in time if I mess around. So I only want to stop when it's necessary. Just in a wire. Just got another wire in my tire, and it appears to not have broken through the tire itself. I got lucky because I got a long way to go. These tires are really good. The only thing that's pierced them so far is a nail, and basically no way a nail's not getting through a tire. So onwards, we've got like, I don't know, 60 miles. "55 miles. I'm losing the super awesome road that I was on. Jeff Davis County. You gotta step up your game. Oh, so smooth. On the side, except that one wire and the nail I didn't hit. Now it's bumpy. It's like 11:40, about 2 hours in, not quite. There's a picnic spot. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I'm just gonna eat an early lunch while I can sit down and make a sandwich. Bread shrinks when you hack it away and squish it. It's definitely a lot smaller than it was. Also, I've been thinking about the whole coronavirus thing. Everybody I know of that was traveling has stopped. They just called it early, went home. I kind of feel like I'm not here alone, which I'm may have been anyways, but that doesn't really bother me. It's when I get into town, lots of things are closed. I can't necessarily go sit down at a restaurant, so I'm not really experiencing what I wanted to experience. It's more of just like an isolation ride. It was going to be a little bit of that anyways. I'm currently thinking, and this may not happen, we'll see what the situation is like, but I'm currently thinking of getting to Austin and then calling it and renting a car, and then coming back next year or later this year, depending on when the virus sort of works its course. So I don't know if you'll see any of this. But that's the plan right now. And one of the reasons I'm thinking about that there's two main reasons why I wanted to get to Austin. First is I'm not sure there's going to be many places to rent a car before Austin. The second, though, is that I'm still in West Texas. There's not a lot out here. I don't think the trip up until Austin is going to be greatly affected. I mean, it is affected by the virus, but like really affected until I get to Austin. Because after Austin, it's a bit more populated. Austin's going to be shut down when I get there. It's already shut down. Those are the two main reasons. It's also over halfway, but that doesn't really matter. So those are my thoughts. Headwind's back. We got 30 miles. That blimp is tethered to that station over there, so it looks like it might just be a weather blimp. I know there's a telescope not too far from here, up in the mountains, so it might have something to do with that. It's super long. I also don't understand the clouds are moving my direction faster than me, and I still have a headwind. We got like 15 miles to go. Battery's about to die. I am in Mississippi. Last you saw me, I was in Marfa, Texas. After I got there, they decided or I heard that they were closing hotels like 2 days after I was gonna leave. The point is that the country is really shutting everything down. So if hotels are closed, that was sort of the expensive backup plan. If I couldn't find a place to stay, I could have done wild camping, but really it came down to the only reason to stay out was just to grind out the miles and get to the coast. And that's not the type of trip I was looking for. So I decided to call it for now, postpone the rest of the trip till maybe next year, maybe later this year. We'll see how the virus sort of spreads and how it impacts everything in the months to come. After I decided to leave Marfa, I needed to find a way to rent a car so that I could bring the bike back to Atlanta. We just happened to be at a grocery store. I was stocking up. This is before I found out that hotels are kind of shutting down in Marfa and in other parts of West Texas. And I ran into a guy, and he just sort of gave me advice on where to stay. I went to stay there, and they happened to be camping like right next to where I was camping. And they rented a truck from Phoenix, but it was sort of like their day off of their vacation. They were bike touring a little bit too. And he was able to give me a ride to Odessa, which is where I was able to rent a car. That was pretty amazing because that was like a 2 hours and 45-minute drive just there. So he spent 5 hours going out of his way to help me out so that I could get a rental car and make it home. I want to thank Brian and Yvonne for helping me out. That was a big help. And that's just, that happens sometimes when you're on the road like this, when you need help. Just you find people who can, and it's just a bit of road magic. So I really appreciate it. My boys and wife will be very happy. My wife will be happy to have the extra help since she's basically working from home and working with the kids to do all their schooling online. So I've been driving for maybe 18 hours. I mean, I stopped and I took a nap for about 5 hours. Yeah, I'm working my way back home. Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on when the trip might continue, and I'll be on Instagram a little bit, not much, but once the trip starts again, I'll be on it again.